Have you ever wondered about the root causes of the ongoing conflict between Russia and Ukraine? As we dive into this complex issue, we'll explore historical, cultural, and geopolitical factors that have played a role. The collapse of the Soviet Union, Ukraine's strategic location as a buffer between Russia and Western Europe, and the unresolved issues regarding Crimea, Donetsk, and Luhansk all contribute to the tension. With these factors at play, the stage was set for a conflict that would captivate the world's attention. But what was the spark that ignited this ongoing conflict? It was a series of protests that swept across Ukraine in 2013 and 2014, known as the Euromaidan protests. These protests were fueled by dissatisfaction with the government, and they culminated in the ousting of the pro-Russian president Viktor Yanukovych. Russia perceived these events as a Western-backed coup, aimed at pulling Ukraine closer to NATO and the European Union. This led to a swift and decisive response from Russia. In 2014, Russia annexed Crimea, justifying this move with historical ties and a self-proclaimed responsibility to protect ethnic Russians living there. This was not the end, though. Pro-Russian separatist movements began to emerge in the eastern regions of Ukraine, Donetsk and Luhansk, leading to a violent conflict between Ukrainian forces and separatist militias which were supported by Russia. These events escalated the situation, plunging the region into a protracted conflict. So, what does this conflict mean for Ukraine, Russia, and the rest of the world? Well, let's start with the regional security implications. The Russo-Ukrainian conflict has heightened tensions between Russia and NATO, leading to an increase in military activities. Then there's the challenge to international law. The annexation of Crimea has violated the norms of territorial integrity and sovereignty, shaking the foundations of the post-Cold War order. Within Ukraine, societal divisions have been exacerbated. Nationalist sentiments are on the rise, complicating efforts towards national reconciliation and unity. Economically, both Russia and Ukraine have faced significant consequences. Western sanctions have targeted key sectors of the Russian economy, leading to economic hardship and isolation. For Ukraine, trade disruption and infrastructure damage have impeded its path towards economic reform and development. Even Europe's economy hasn't been immune, feeling the ripple effects of the conflict. So clearly the impact of this conflict extends far beyond the borders of the two countries involved. But where do we go from here? Is there a path towards resolution? To navigate this intricate labyrinth, diplomatic efforts are crucial. De-escalation, open dialogue, and confidence-building measures are the keystones that can bridge the divide. Major players, namely Russia, Ukraine, the European Union, and the United States, must engage in constructive conversations. They must explore possibilities for a peaceful resolution that respects Ukraine's territorial integrity and ensures the rights of all. While the road to resolution is complex, it is a journey that must be embarked upon for the sake of peace and stability.